Sabote, this is Jeff.
This is David.
And we're playing Chaos Legion. Today we're doing stage the 8th. So the 8th stage is what we're doing.
Yes.
And I mentioned this in the last video, but I'll mention it again. You might be saying to yourself, if you played the game before, why aren't you using Malice? You're like, you'd be crazy not to use Malice. It makes the boss at the end of this level trivial. And you're right, it does make the boss trivial. I was just like, you know what? I like Hatred. I have enough experience. I had just enough. Like, I had to just use one little gem to get it over 600,000 to get Breakdown level 2, which I love Breakdown because it's awesome.
Yes.
And Breakdown level 2 adds a fire effect to it, so now it burns everything. And when dudes knock into other dudes, it sets them on fire, and then they knock themselves over too. And I also have enough. I have enough from Blasphemy to get all the way up to assist level 3. And also, I'll just throw in a little extra soul too, because you know that's good. Enchant level 2, 200k, no big deal. Extra 200. So I was like, you know what? We're gonna turn level 8 into basically this is the pyromancy loadout for Sieg at the moment.
Fire for everything.
Just fire everything. Breakdown sets people on fire. Crimson Carnage sets people on fire. There's gonna be lots of burning in this level. Also, this video is really long, but first,
Kuzca, the Grand
Cloarth, this is the best story yet. It's because of that last line.
The passages are intertwined, diverged, and complicated. Those who enter lose their sense of direction and get lost. It is a parallel to the feelings of Sieg, entering deeper into the cave in search of Delacroix.
This is so bad.
Wow.
First of all, that last part wasn't even in there, but it is a parallel to the feelings of Sieg. Like, no. Shh. No. Shh, just shh. Awesome music, though. Love this music. Gotta wait for it. Cannot start the level until the beat drops. They're all on fire. Oh, look at them. They're all on fire. Oh, those silly Balors. They're all squishy. They don't like fire. What are you guys doing? Like I said before, the masterful storytelling came in. This is a very long video because this is a very long level with a very long boss. Also has some cutscenes at the end, so it is package deal. Package deal. We have some new enemies.
That looks like a big...
We have these really annoying little spider groups. They don't really do damage, but if they stick on you, they sort of bite you 2 times, which results... That totally whipped. There we go. That was much better. These little guys here... let's see if I remember these guys' names. The cannons.
Floaty cannon dudes?
Yeah, this is the... And this is the new version of them too, because the bombers were from earlier.
Right. This is the charge up lasery kind.
Yeah, it's charge up lasery kind. This is a new kind of bomber we've seen here. I'll look it up on the side here because I always forget it. So that's what happens when the spiders get on you. They interrupt your attack 2 times and then they jump back off, but they only take 1 slash. It's really bad when there's a lot of dudes around. But let us use Bad Karma, another unique animation here. That's too funny.
I love Hatred.
Hatred's too funny. I'll try it one more time, even though he only has like a little bit of health left. Just punch, 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 and then flip him, and then 1 more punch. Awesome. Alright, another wave of enemies. Just these silly Balors. It's like, oh, these guys are also... Oh, they're all on fire too. Just having a little Balor barbecue.
Fire party.
Delicious barbecue.
What?
Occasionally throwing in Crimson Carnage, just, you know. Crimson Carnage is fun, especially at level 3 when it does so much damage. It's good to get spiders off of you. But of course the breakdown attack is free, it doesn't actually use up any of your soul.
So you can just
You
spam.
can spam that. And I do. It also does a lot of damage.
Clearly.
These silly guys, where do they think they're going? The counter windows on these Balors are the same as always. Also, when they're on their backs, their defense is greatly reduced.
Because that little fleshy bit's just sticking out.
Yep. That'll do it. Also, those little spiders are kind of gross.
Why are they gross?
They're kind of gross. Just little bugs.
Oh,
Just
that's
little
right. You
bugs
don't like
crawling around.
bugs.
I don't like erratic bugs. Like things like
Roaches.
wasps and roaches and stuff.
June bug.
June bugs even.
Yeah.
Even though June bugs are, they're not exactly not threatening in any kind of way. It's still
Well, roaches
they buzz
aren't
around.
necessarily threatening in any way either.
Roaches are gross. These guys actually, you don't even have to kill them, but you know what? I'm just gonna kill them anyways.
I mean, they're there.
Killing dudes is fun.
It is.
He's got awesome music. A little cave here, so it's a little different environment. It's not vastly different, but at least it's not just the flat gray of the last few, or the first few levels rather.
Oh,
we went through the ravine in the last level.
There you go. What I was gonna say, because I was thinking about it, the art style for this, people have been talking a little bit about it, and the game that I think closely mimics the art style for this would be God Hand.
Okay, I can see that.
Just because God Hand also had the desaturated kind of color palette. Like, there were colors in it, but most of the levels seemed to be various shades
It was
of
actually
brown.
pointed out on some of the reviews of the game, also in the TV Tropes entry. Capcom seemed to have a thing for like devil arms at the time, because you have God Hand.
Yeah.
Like Sieg here has his left arm he uses to summon. You have like Nero's arm from Devil May Cry 4.
Yeah.
Devil Bringer. Seem to like their little arms there.
They're cursed arms.
Yeah, little cursed arms. Let's see, I did have... Bring up these guys. Scroll down my list of enemies here. Ah, it's Egans. That's what they are.
Egan, there it is.
There's different versions. The bombers are called like Egan K, and there's like Egan like Tay or something. I don't know which ones are which, but these are the Egan varieties of metallic things that like to shoot you. The counter window on these guys, aside from using the trick here to stun them, is when they're charging up their blast. So it's really, really wide.
Yeah, that seemed to take a good like 3
Now
to
we
5
have enough
seconds.
attack power to do the following: stun all the bobs, stun lock them to death. Yes, this will happen. This will happen 12 times. Our attack power has increased such that every single attack is enough to stun them. Which is something that you'll see is a sort of a value that is true of all enemies.
Right.
There's like a certain attack level that if you hit them, if you have more than that attack power, it will interrupt their attack. So, we finally have enough just regular plain old attack power to stun regular green bobs. There are some red ones that show up later that are
This is
otherwise
priceless,
identical.
by the way. Something I never noticed about the bobs is they have bird feet.
How about that?
Huh.
The bobs are weird. They're kind of like fish, bird, shark things with like faces on their crotches and flippers and
Flippers everywhere.
lots of flippers. Anyways, one gets out of line, you just have, jump over them. Little jump slash over here, You gotta treat them evenly.
Yeah. Keep them balanced.
Now, I mean, watching the video again, I realized that I did miss a little side area. There was a side area earlier I've already passed by. Was in that first area where we were fighting all of the Balors and the Danu Balors. I forgot to kick it open with Blasphemy, but I do get the one in this area. We did pass a gate earlier that had a whole bunch of goodies behind it. Unfortunately, we cannot get those on this playthrough of the level.
Oh.
The gate is it's only possible to open the gate on a replay of the level. So yeah. As you can see on the gate on the left there, which I'm just trying to break down this guy to death just because
Why not?
that's really awesome. Didn't quite have enough to kill him, but now he's dead.
Yes.
This has a Blasphemy logo on the gate there,
Yeah.
which means that you can Crimson Carnage it to death. And it's a little life max up behind it. That's nice.
Yeah.
There's also gates that have the hatred logo on them. Those are the only 2 gates that I know of.
I'm assuming you need double jump to get up there?
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. So, getting flawed. Flawed has its uses.
So are we going to be doing a crazy item collection video at some point?
Yes, we'll be collecting items. We'll be going back, getting all the Thanatos pieces, all of the large stat boosting items, all of that jazz.
I wasn't sure if you were if we were going to be seeing that or if it was just
Yes,
hey guys, look
indeed.
what we got.
will
All right,
be-
moving on.
We will be seeing all these levels again.
All right.
We'll probably see them in a slightly more, edited down, expedited form, perhaps.
Right. Seeing all those little spiders on the mini map is freaky.
Yep, they're all those little roid dots. Kind of gross. That little attack there is called Air Blaze, and I don't really use it that often, but it's the attack that the Blasphemy Legion gives you. That's right.
It's
You
just the
activate
ground
it
pound?
by jumping in the air and then pressing square while flicking the left analog stick in a direction. It doesn't even matter what direction. It's just sort of a flick plus the square button, and then you just do a sort of traditional ground pound. The second level of that includes an explosion.
Of
So
course.
it's a little bit closer to sort of the rest of Blasphemy's
Blow everything up.
blow everything up style.
His good old modus operandi.
Yes, indeed. All right, we have some Danus, some Rugarias, and some more cannons.
Which are called Egan.
Egans. Yes, some Egans.
And
Or
I'm going
just-
to remember that by using
Yes.
Egon as a
Yes, as
mnemonic,
Egon, yes,
mnemonic device.
So there's
God.
their counter window. Very, very wide.
Yeah. Because it's
Sneak around the side here.
that charge up seems to
Stealthy. But as you can see, the just the regular breakdown attack does really well against metallic enemies as well.
wow.
It just does a lot of damage. Now let's go have hatred take care of this guy. I love these I love these Danu Balors because they're so predictable. They basically, when you walk up on them, they almost always try and attack you like that. So they're very easy to get into the bad karma counter. Punch, and then...
There we go.
All right, now we just have to run our face into these guys a few times, and we're on our way to the next area. So just walk forward. Walk forward to, goad them into attacking, and then just constantly run your face into them. This actually does a lot of damage to them, so this is in fact more efficient than just kind of slashing at them.
Right.
Come on, guy. Burn.
There he goes.
Immolate for me, thank you. There we go. And then, okay. This is another unique bad karma animation. You grab the shield and just be like, nope, denied.
Nice.
I just want to show that off because we're never going to be using that again because it doesn't do do
Right.
Whereas
Do you
Breakdown
do the bad
does.
karma? Do you do the bad karma in this form of them?
I do not know. I think that it is. I don't think that they lift them up, so it might just be knocking them down and then punching them a few times.
Okay.
I do not know all of the different bad karma animations. I'm sure there's a few that I don't know about. I haven't even really used hatred until this playthrough, anyways.
Right.
But I'm just like, you know what? I'm gonna use some of the breakdown attacks earlier in the game instead of just saving for the end. Now we're gonna get a whole These guys are really weak, and they only take about one hit when they're in the ground like that, and they all drop experience gems.
Why aren't they getting up?
It's just the way this works out. They're always in the ground, they always have low defense, and they always drop experience gems. All of them.
So that's
So
just
it's a good way to collect.
It's
you
a
know,
gimme.
Yeah, it's a gimme. You get about 100,000, I guess. About 10 or maybe 10 or 12.
Well, it's not too many, but it's not too
It's
bad
not
either.
too bad. It's not too bad. It's significantly less than you can be making if you're leveling up properly at the end. So
Right.
just cut these dudes up with the directive of annihilate the enemy.
Right.
It's like, okay, thanks.
Kill everybody and you get
Everybody. Just a few waves of... Really? How did that whiff? I don't even know how that worked.
It was off camera. It was off camera. There we go.
Yep, it didn't happen. It was off camera. More Danus. There's a lot of these guys, though, so what I'll try and do is actually just...
Hit them with blasphemy.
Yeah, get the Crimson Carnage to hit both of them at once. Take out 2 at a time. I think 1 too many Carnage there. Alas.
Alas and alack.
Yep. All those little guys. So when they're on their backs, to do a few combos, try and get enough to charge up another level of blasphemy there. Unfortunately, these little guys are getting on me.
They're breaking your combos.
The best way to kill them is the first sword slash. I would not suggest.
It's very quick.
I would not suggest using more than the first sword slash because you're liable to just miss and then they'll just jump on you. So you have to sort of just time your button presses very, very far apart so you only get that first slash. Yeah, there we go. Enough for another Crimson Carnage. Splash damage there. Slice, slice, slice.
Slice,
A
slice,
slice.
slice.
A slice, 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 slice. Although these guys are invisible, it's hard to tell where their front is. You can tell by which direction they're sort of attacking.
Well, yeah.
And they don't really do anything else, so you can just kind of walk behind them. They don't really turn around. They just kind of get confused. They keep trying to attack forward unsuccessfully. That's why I prefer these Danus to the other guys that lumber around. These are very predictable. They're easy to bad karma to death. They're easy to trick into just looking at a wall. So
Clearly.
That's fun. All right, we are almost, sort of, kind of done with the level. We have 2 doors open up. We have to go through each of them, and after completing, killing all the targets, it will open up this middle door, and the middle door is where the boss is.
Well, the minimap was nice enough to tell you where to go.
Yes, indeed. So it's non-linear. You can go left or right, but you have to go left and right, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
This is another good spot where Malice comes in handy, so that you can snipe the Genons from a safe distance.
Instead of having to run up to the
So
base.
about right here, right at the entrance,
Woo!
there's some good spots where you can. There's some good spots where you can get a few shots in. You have to watch your mini-map, of course.
Right.
Without Malice, what we're going to do is sort of the long way. Although I don't know if it's actually any shorter to use Malice, because you still have to get good positioning with Malice. So we're just going to walk in a circle. Take little pot shots at these Genons.
Someone just notices those floating Genons look kind of like the kite.
Yeah, kind of like the Volvor boss.
Volvor, that's what it was.
Stage 7. They do kind of. That's why I was. That's why when we were fighting the boss, I said they kind of look like the flying Genons.
Oh, you did say that?
I did say that.
Sorry.
So that's why I said it, because they do. But it's good that you could reach this conclusion.
Apparently on my own.
Yes, on your own. That way you can feel like it's your own.
Yeah.
Take control.
Take control of my life. Be productive.
Now let's just continue walking counterclockwise. I will eventually use all my Crimson Carnage. I was like, yep, this is too many enemies in a row. I have to use Crimson Carnage repeatedly. And it's going to attack the guy at the top too. So.
Right.
And there's enough soul coming back in to sustain that for a little while.
Nice.
The most dangerous part about that at this point is actually those little tiny spiders.
Because they'll stun lock.
Yeah, they stun lock you, and then there's just like a bob just heading towards you. And you're like, well, I saw that coming. Can't do anything about that. And then you're sad, and you have sad face.
Stack. You have no invincibility, Frank.
Yep. This one is almost dead. Excellent.
There he goes.
So a few of the enemies will disappear. Not really that many. There's 3 more generators. Did get a defense up though.
Yes.
And that is always welcome. Get out of my way. Jump slash. Jump slash.
Stat-wise, is it ever numbers or is it just like bars or percentage?
There is numbers. There are numbers.
Okay.
You can check. You can actually, in the pause menu, which I do not do here, nor have I done before, you can check the player stats, and it will tell you your base stats.
Oh, okay.
You have life out of, I think, 1,000. And attack and defense are out of 500.
Okay.
It'll also tell you what your current Legion's bonuses are giving you. Because,
like plus whatever?
yeah, like Hatred's giving plus bonuses to the health.
Right.
Arrogance gives you a defense bonus.
Clearly, yeah.
Guilt gives you the attack bonus. Blasphemy actually gives you a soul bonus, so you have more to use Blasphemy with.
Yeah.
And that's just because all of its attacks will use up soul.
Right.
You can't really avoid that. Get back on the ground. I did not tell you could get up. Jerk face. Oh, Crimson Carnage. That's so sad. This little guy on the ground.
I just went back home.
My upper face. Stop hitting my upper face. That one is slumped over. That means I've killed
empty.
all of its spawn. Sad. Did it drop a life up max? Yes, it did. So a little doop, an extra pixel or two on the life bar.
Yeah, I love those extra pixels.
All right, this guy is also slumped over. Sad. So is that one. All right, we are done with this room. That was the 4 targets.
And all your health is back.
Yes, indeed. As it should be. Another life max up. Another doop, little pixel or two. A few nice little experience gems.
Now,
This Rudogaria is guarding some nice things too. So he's got a little bit more health than the other kind.
he has a special shield.
Yeah. But other than that, it's really just
Very
another
nice
kind
shield.
of it. Yeah, I just have to keep. There we go. It was actually really useful because it didn't explode the shield in the first attack, so I could use the counter again. Now a large experience gem is quite useful.
Is that 100,000?
It is 500,000.
Woo! A
Which is-
half mil.
Yes, 500,000 experience.
Nice.
So you can gather a few of those together. You can sort of prop up legions that you're not fond of if you want to have some of their abilities. That's the main point of the experience
Right.
gems anyways.
For legions you don't want to use, but
Yeah.
you want to level up. And do those gems respawn?
They do.
Hey.
They do, in fact. Smalls and mediums. Mediums are kind of rare out of enemies, but smalls will always pop out of enemies. And mediums are found in the levels. Those aren't as useful, but the larges, they appear in the levels in the same spots as they always do. So
Excellent.
if we come back through here, we'll see one there, and there will always be a large gem there.
Huh.
Now, there are 4 Genons here. There's 3 in alcoves off to the sides, and there's this one, which is at the top. Now, the one at the top here, I'm gonna get rid of these Egan bombers, but I just want this guy off, so I'm just going to knock him off.
There we go.
Now, this is the one you want to attack first. The enemies, if you're staying on this side, on the back side, they will mostly leave you alone. You want to kill this one first because this will get rid of the Balors.
Oh, nice.
And especially if you have Malice with you, that means that you can just snipe the rest, and it makes it rather trivial.
But we don't have that.
We
so-
do not. This will still be kind of trivial though, because we'll have plenty of room to maneuver around without being just attacked off screen by Balors constantly.
All right.
So the only thing you have to watch out for is just the little spiders. So just watch your mini map. They're pretty obvious. Let's say Hatred, we haven't seen them stomp on dudes in a while.
I love Hatred. They're great.
They're just constantly taunting and just punching, kicking with their little Legion-style spike feet. Nope, got a little too far out there. That guy might have drawn the attention. Yep. Got a little guy getting a little too close. Get away. Did not tell you could come by. Got another little spider coming up. It's completely unnecessary,
Yeah.
and yet completely necessary.
Yes, it is.
Hatred's doing their thing. All right, this Genon is dead, and so are all those other guys. And we get an attack up for it. A large one. That is a very, very rare item. There were only 5 of those in the game.
And you've gotten 3 so far? 2 so far?
I don't know. I'm check this screen. Anyways, we have a slumped over Genon. That's sad because we were killing all of its little tiny spiders earlier.
Oh, the Genon. That's what.
It's responsible for the Rogue Ogma, the Rudogaria, and also little tiny spiders there. But I'm gonna kill this Rudogaria anyways. Also the Rogue Ogma, just because it did that, and that cannot stand.
It must die.
It cannot stand. Also, I cannot stand because it knocked me over. But it cannot stand. What I'm saying is that I cannot stand for this.
Ow.
What I'm saying is I can't stand this. Wait, it means something different.
No, I think that's exactly what you
Maybe so. I would just continue burning these people to death. Chaotic conflagration, go!
I'm trying to think. Has there ever been a football game where your tackles lit people on fire?
I don't know. Maybe wasn't there like a mutant bowl or something?
Blood Bowl.
Blood Bowl. That's right. Is there an attack in there that sets dudes on fire?
Well, there's a Let's Play of that going on right now, but I've never.
I mean, it's also a board game.
It's a board game and a few other things, and I really don't know.
I've only heard of it basically from Penny Arcade. That's about all. I mentioned that a few times. All right, this guy is not slumped over yet. He has plenty of little spiders to send out, so it is prudent to take care of the Ogma and the Garia.
He did that bomb.
Keep
did
running
not
my
phase
face
him.
into him. Oh, that knockback attack is so useful, interrupting everyone's attacks. Now we got him out in the open. What can he do?
Nothing.
I will just stun lock him and then run into him. Stun and then break down. Stun and then break down. Just regular sword slashes. Fortunately, I don't think I got the counter kill on that one. I think a regular sword killed him. It doesn't matter. It's not that big of a difference.
Are you gonna break 1,000,000 experience when this is over?
Am I gonna break 1,000,000 on this one? Yeah, sure I will. I think I'll break it with the multiplier. Guys, come on. It doesn't have any defense left. Just one more. There we go.
Oh, that was
Good job, guys. In unison, too.
Yeah, that was
Defense up.
choreographed.
Nom nom nom. This is a hatred door. Has a little hand icon. We got little attack and defense ups. Yay!
Nice.
Every single one of those makes the game easier. It means enemies will be knocked down faster. They will die quicker. Come on, hit me. Hit me. Come on.
Hit.
Come on.
Hit. Come on.
Waiting for your buddy there. All right. Oh, your buddy got me. Oh, fire's
ow.
bad. Hate those rogue Ogmas. Really need to get him in the other direction, so let's go knock him in the other direction. All right.
There we go.
All right. You're in my lair now. I will
Technically,
stun
you're still
lock
in
you
his.
to death. Nope, this is my lair. I claimed it. Kuzca, the Grand Cave, is Sieg's lair now.
Well, you haven't killed all the previous. Evicted all the previous occupants, so I don't see where your legal standing is, sir. Oh, you have to use another
I have
item.
to munch on some items here.
Did you die on this one?
I did not. I did not die on this level.
Right. You told me that before
I also
we
did
started.
not die on
didn't
the
you?
boss, but I did redo the boss because the first time through the boss was very rough and took forever. Things were not going my way, and I had to use a lot of healing items. You may look at the boss fight later on and say, like, really? That's the one that you kept? But
It would be more.
I assure you,
I
it
think
is
my
much better.
response would be
Life
more
up.
like, if this is the one you kept, what was the other one like?
We'll see a little bit of it.
Oh, so you did keep that
It's at
footage.
the
You didn't
end.
just
We'll
delete it.
see what happens when the boss doesn't cooperate. with your
the boss.
with your strategy for killing it.
Okay, you're gonna die now. Nuh-uh. Uh-huh.
All right, the boss door is finally open. Now we're going to fight. What do you think is the boss of this?
A giant mole.
Well, it's a giant something.
Ant?
No.
Armadillo.
Oh.
Ape.
Yes.
Really?
No.
Bat.
No. It's a spider.
Oh.
It is Gil-Balor. I think it's Gil-Balor. Yes. So it's the big old Balor. The boss version of the Balor.
It has a butt.
And you know what we can do with Bad Karma? We can grab its freaking arm and just rip it off the side. Awesome. I love you, hatred. Now we'll just jump slash this guy and then Crimson Carnage his face. Some of the attacks that it uses with its claws do significant amount of damage to you. It's about like 30 or 40% of your health at this point. 30-40%.
That's
And
what I
it
was
can
thinking.
stun lock you a little bit. We'll actually see the stun lock at the end. I keep mentioning that. It'll be the end after we finally beat this guy. But Bad Karma, as you can see, has the ability to just grab his arm and pull it off. Just come on. Just fall down. Fall down. Just come on. There we go.
There it is.
Now I'm just gonna nom nom nom, a little soul recovery item here, which I will be using most all of, and then kick into his face. If you're lucky, you can get 4. I've tried to get 5, but I think that's just being a little greedy. Come on, try and grab it. Try and grab it. Eat. All right.
There we go.
All right, that was more successful that time. This takes forever because you really just want him to fall down, but instead what happens is you get hit by little tiny spiders, and then he recovers,
There we go.
and then he recovers, and it's basically like nothing happened. Whoop! Should dodge that there. If you're wondering, because I was also wondering at the time, can Bad Karma get rid of all of the lasers? Well, they don't counter the lasers, but they do make you invincible just long enough.
That's nice.
Zap, 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 zap. I got it in my head that maybe I should weaken it first? Maybe that would have worked a little bit better. It actually might be true, but now that I've been caught by the spiders, it basically means that this won't work. Oh, goody. Now I have to munch on some more sugar heavy. Nom, nom, nom,
Nom, nom, nom.
nom. And now kick its face. In the face.
Will this kill it?
1, 2, 3, 4. What's that? Oh, no. Unfortunately, no. It is not enough to. It's not enough to kill it. Which means we have to do this whole thing one more time. Pattern must continue.
Oh,
I
nice.
was really hoping that that would have actually hit it, but that is not true.
That attack looks like it would
Despite
be
its,
effective if you were in the hallway.
Yeah. Come on, Mr. Gil-Balor. King of all the Balors, I suppose. Oh no. It's, okay.
What?
All right. We'll see what happens when that attack whiffs. Later. Keep teasing it.
Keep teasing it.
But basically it's like he tries to stab you and then he keeps bouncing off the Bad Karma attack and just like kind of waiting for you to get rid of it, and then stabs you immediately after it's done the animation.
Wow.
Which is really horrible. It really sucks. And that one was another failed attempt because of those little tiny guys on the ground. And I'm getting bored and restless with this fight, so I'm trying to keep patient, because I'll just end up dying, and I'll just end up going longer.
Yeah, that's.
So
I think that's
and it's
the
the
biggest
worst
challenge
because
with
it's like all I needed was one more bomb kick.
Yeah.
Just one more bomb kick. That's all.
I think that's the biggest challenge with this game.
It's like, it's almost dead, but I think what you can do, and I had never worked on this, but I think that when it puts its, I guess its butt down there, I think you can attack that and get some damage on. So if I was doing that, it might have already died by just, chipping it to death.
Yeah.
And
you're
it can
dealing
shoot
damage.
backwards.
You're dealing damage when you hit the legs off.
But so minute, though.
Yeah.
Keeps up with its lasers. Zap, 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 zap. 4
Is it all-
lasers all
Four,
the time.
yeah. It's always 4?
Always just 4. They thought I was going to use a little slash attack there. It's not. Zap, 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 zap.
Oh, it goes behind it too. That's nice.
I don't think those back legs affect anything at all.
Yeah, they don't look like they come off.
Really needed to start cooperating here. Come on. Just
And I'm
cut
really
your leg.
that attempt
Alright,
that you
alright.
didn't show.
Come on. It's, nope, I meant to, that's the one I meant to do. There we
There
go.
he goes, there he
Just
goes.
point
Kick
at
his
it
face, kick his
and
face.
in the face.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's done.
Another spiritual gem.
Yay.
Yeah.
What do we do? We're out of Legion.
And I did get over a million at the end. So
Yeah, there you go, 1.04. Or I guess 1.05 because I'm supposed to round.
Yes, I guess.
Rounding is your friend.
Time for story.
This wall painting must be the purification of the apocalypse written in the sacred book.
Why?
Sieg?
Why did you kill me?
Seela. Seela! Have you lost your mind? Why? Tell me, Sieg, why did you kill Seela? What did you see?
It's not Sephiroth.
When I read the Apocrypha
Crazy.
of Zark, I saw the truth of how Order reeks of
This guy's
evil,
not wrong, by the way.
toying with lost souls, and controlling even life and death. Things of such an unholy nature should be destroyed.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Zeke
When
probably is
three
the bad guy.
worlds are purified, all souls shall find their true place.
Except Delacroix seems to want to
Then I
kill
will be
everyone
reunited with
Yes.
Seela.
to get over that.
He's not completely wrong. Like,
His
Zeke
methods
is
are
a
psycho.
is
I
a
already possess 2 of the
knight of the dark glyphs, so he just like
But
destroys
still
souls
the
and then
time
turns into
has not
demons
yet come.
and then summons them as
Your
monsters,
soul will be
which is
sacrificed
the exact same
for
thing that
Seela.
Delacroix is doing.
Until then, you'll serve your penance in the living hell that you've created by your own hand.
It's a really long way to say
Zeke! Zeke!
Zig Zig. Wait, there's more.
Oh,
There's more.
really?
Where did he go?
You need to rest.
We have to learn, I guess, what could loosely be described as pathos for Zeke, but really is just
What makes
anime.
you fight so hard? I don't know what's happened between you and Delacroix.
Not Sephiroth.
They had to put that scene in,
It's
huh?
not Sephiroth.
But you seem to be in a rush to die.
She didn't give him a pillow.
Delacroix
She didn't.
has killed
Zeke
my
ain't
brother
need no
and
pillow.
my family. That's
If he wants a
why
pillow, he'll just go steal someone's
stop
soul and
till
turn
I
it into a
avenge
pillow.
them.
I don't understand it myself. If I could only atone for the sin that I've committed,
Your sin?
I wasn't able to save even a single woman.
A single woman.
But all I can do is keep fighting.
Sorry, I shouldn't have asked about it. I think you need more rest. I really don't know anything about Sieg.
Well, you could go ask him.
Nothing at all.
You go ask him. No, what you're going to do is go pout, run into the forest filled with monsters, look back wistfully. The only reason this is good is that it means that in the next level, we get to play as Arcia. Because the next level is the forest.
And that sounds fun.
It is. It's quite fun. It has my favorite move ever in an action video game. It is the best.
Like better than anything in any of the Devil May Cry?
Yes. Yes.
Wow.
It is the best move. Changing roles to Arcia. She has guns.
Energy bullet.
We'll go over all that jazz next time on Let's Play Chaos Legion. But first, let's see what happens when you keep missing bad karma over and over and over again. You get stabbed. And then you have to use items. And then you're like, let's go back for more. And let's see what happens if we jump and we get stabbed. But this time I'll get stabbed. But if I use bad karma, then I can use bad karma to avoid getting stabbed. No, I was getting stabbed again. That was half damage.
Good.
And see, and then I got stabbed. And stabbed again. But just keep going back for more, Z. Just keep going back for more. On Chaos Legion, which is what we're playing. Let's play Chaos Legion.